Hey y'all, I got something here that'll fill up your family's belly. It's a breakfast hash you can eat any time of the day. All right now, no more talking. I'm hungry. So let's get to cooking. I've got some small yellow baby potatoes here, and I'm going to boil them in some salted water until they're fork tender. And as you can see, I have diced them into nice sized chunks. But I promised you leftovers, right? You can use your roasted potatoes that you have left over. That is perfectly fine. And of course, make this your way. If you don't like them chunky, you can make them small dice. It's totally up to you. And while these are draining, I'm getting my skillet nice and hot. Now for that meat, you can really use whatever you got. I'm using leftover pork butt today. But this works well with sausage and chicken. Hey, if Chick-fil-A can do it, so can you. But don't count out that leftover salmon either. You just got to prep that a different way. With this dish, you don't need a lot of spices or ingredients to bring that flavor. But you do need some good old-fashioned bacon grease. For all y'all old school cooks, you know that's what brings the flavor. Now to this hot pan, I'm going to be adding my leftover pork. I'm going to let it sit and just crisp up, get nice and golden. You don't want to do it too much because you don't want it to dry out, but just enough to get those edges crispy. This is all the seasoning that I'm going to be using. It's going to be 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika or paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic and onion powder. I'm not adding salt and pepper to this mixture. I'm actually going to use that separately because depending on your meat, you may not need a lot of salt. But what I will be doing is using these seasonings every step of the way. And I'm starting now with the meat. Be as generous as you like. Now, of course, I'm just going to add a little extra bacon grease. That is completely optional. You do not have to follow that. Only if you need it. Now this dish actually comes together pretty fast, especially if you're using leftovers. But if not, you can prep this ahead of time. You can do the potatoes the day before, the night before. So now that these are crisped up, I'm taking it out. Resist the urge. Resist the urge. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to fry up those potatoes. They're sitting right now draining and drying out on a paper towel so it can get nice and crisp. Need to cut that down. That's smoking. All right, we're going to bring that back down. And in goes the potatoes, and they really don't take long. And of course, I am seasoning them up as well. Like I said, I'm going to flavor it all throughout the cook time here. I am adding just a little bit of salt and pepper. One of the ingredients that is definitely optional, if you would like to bring in a little herb flavor, you can use marjoram or a little sage or whatever your favorite herb is, just to add that little added oomph to it, that extra oomph. I'm just going to crisp it up, and then I'm going to push it aside, and we're going to get ready for that next step of flavor, and that's the vegetables. Bit more grease to the pan before I put in those onions. You can decide how you want these onions. I love my vegetables with a little bit of bite to them. So for these onions, I'm going to soften them. I'm going to soften them a little bit more than I'm going to actually soften my bell peppers. But it's completely up to you. If you would like to caramelize them, you can do so. But there is really no set times when it comes to cooking these vegetables. Now, growing up, breakfast was really not a standard meal. In other words, it could be breakfast for dinner, dinner for breakfast, and that is something that I carry into my adult life. And this is a meal that you can eat any time of the day. So tell me, do you have a favorite breakfast meal? Or do you eat breakfast for dinner sometimes? Let me know down in the comments. Now, as you can see, I'm now adding in my bell peppers. I'm using red, yellow, and green because they all have a slightly different flavor. You can use all green pepper, all yellow, all red. Even throw in a little orange. Completely, again, up to you. I know y'all tired of me saying that. I'm going to actually not cook these for very long because I love, love, love my bell peppers to be a little on the crunchier side. And of course, we're going to throw in everything else. I am putting that meat right on back in there because all we got to do is toss it together. But oh, we didn't forget those tomatoes out there. I'm using grape tomatoes. You can use cherry. I don't want to cook them long, just until they warm up and get nice and soft. You can actually char these ahead of time if you like your tomatoes that way, and just hold them over to the side. And of course, I'm going to season it up some more, throw a little salt and pepper, and from that point, it's just tossing. Now, of course, you're not stuck to these veggies. Throw in some asparagus tips. Throw in a little spinach or kale. And if you want to up the flavor, add some minced garlic to this as well. And if you want to get fancy, you can scramble some eggs on the side, throw that in there. You can fry up some eggs and put that on top. Or you can cover with cheese. Let your family decide that. And now that we're at the end, I like to finish it off with a few pats of butter. It melts right on in and gives that whole skillet that rich home style finish. And of course, from here, you can serve it as is, top it with a runny egg, and let that yolk run through everything. I'm not a runny egg person. Full disclosure. I'm more of a scrambled egg type of gal. Or fried hard. Do you have a favorite egg? A favorite egg? Oh, I forgot. I love boiled eggs as well. Let me know down below. What's your favorite style of egg for breakfast, that is. The next time you're craving a breakfast hash skillet from your local breakfast joint, keep those dollars right in your pocket. All you gotta do is pull up this recipe on everydaydana.com and you can bring that Dana style breakfast right into your home. And before you go, I know you want to finish this off with a buttery butter biscuit. That's right, it's right here for you to watch.